to the prosperity of a nation, let peace reign. On the news this evening, Governor Fubara sets up Judicial Commission of Inquiry on destruction of council secretariats. New Commissioner of Police assumes duty in Rivers State, confirms deployment of policemen to council headquarters. Trial of 12 suspects accused of killing female police inspector stalled. Port Harcourt residents raise concerns over impacts of construction of flyover in Rumusi. On the foreign scene, head of UK's M15 accuses Russia's intelligence agency of generating sustained mayhem in British EU areas. I am Kalada Kurubatubo. We'll go for a quick commercial. When we do come back, the news in detail. Rivers State Governor Siminalayi Fubara says they will not allow a repeat of the 2014-2015 level of insecurity and killings in the state. Governor Fubara said this while inaugurating the Judicial Commission of Inquiry into the arson, killings and destruction of property at local government council headquarters. The governor said the terms of reference include to determine the underlying cause of the violence and identify the individual or group responsible for the attack and harm caused to citizens, evaluate the extent of damage to properties and human lives, and estimate the financial losses incurred.
Let me line your terms of reference. 1. Determine the underlying cause of the violence and identify the individual or group responsible for the attack on some local government council headquarters and the harm caused to citizens. Evaluate the extent of damage to properties, infrastructures, and human lives and estimate the financial losses incurred. 3. Examine whether the violence was politically motivated, or if so, identify the key players and their roles in instigating the violence.
The governor further charged the commission to brace up for the task ahead.
Investigate the actions of individuals and groups involved in the violence in the face of the relevant laws, including the Violence Against Person Prohibition Act of 2008. Recommend appropriate sanction for individuals, no matter highly placed, and group found culpable. Let me, on behalf of the government and the good people of the River State, officially inaugurate you and wish you well. I know it's not going to be easy, but please brace up and do this for your dear state.
Our correspondent reports that the chairman of the Judicial Commission is Justice I.R. Minakiri, while other members are Felicia Woke, Blessing Didier, Samuel Egbe, Alex Usifo, while Uzo Ikenga will serve as counsel to the commission and Iyingi Brown is the secretary. Earlier, during the swearing-in ceremony of the 4 commissioners at the council chamber, Governor Fubara vowed to ensure that those who burnt the council secretariats are punished.
I won't encourage any one of you to follow them with violence. No, we're carrying a basket of egg in our head. So we need to follow them with carefulness and, in fact, wisdom. We want to also let the state know that what has happened after the election, we are not going to allow it to go uninvestigated. I strongly believe with the support and cooperation of the Nigerian police and the state's DSS, we will unravel those behind the asset and make sure that they account for the atrocity.
The governor reminded the new commissioners on the need to ensure the eradication of oil theft and pipeline vandalism.
And I want to thank my...
Moving on, illegal expert Philip Paraji has urged the police to take proactive measures to safeguard the lives and property of Rivers State residents. Speaking on Nigeria Info FM's program, Mr. Paraji condemned the violence and appealed for community support for newly elected council chairman.
The police need to be proactive too. If the order have come that you supposed to evacuate, you should be able to leave some of your men. For 3 months, they have occupied the council. They refuse to leave some of their men to say, look, we don't know the reaction. So police in Rivers State should be proactive in ensuring that there is security of life and property. So we need to give support to the government and to the people of Rivers State for Rivers State to move forward. Elections have taken place. The people who won have been sworn into office and they are working. They are going to bring dividends of democracy to the grassroots. So we need to support the state government and support the council chairman.
Another lawyer, Leslie Ejeku, discouraged further violence and called for a thorough police investigation to hold perpetrators accountable. Now, the executive chairman of Ikore local government area, Israel Abossi, has called on the Nigeria Police Force and other law enforcement agencies to swiftly investigate, arrest and prosecute the hoodlums that attacked the local government council secretariat on Monday. Addressing journalists in Ishopo, Mr. Abossi recounted the extent of the damage caused at the council.
Assuming we are refining locally and the forex doesn't have any impact on us, we will see that the market price will drive down the price. But now,
the council board said it will work in line with the visions of Governor Siminalayi Fubara and in the overall development of the area, adding that the damage will not stop his administration from delivering the dividends of democracy to the people of Ikore. Recall that some hoodlums detonated explosives at the council, leaving parts of the secretariat burnt. Sporadic gunshots were also heard during the attack. Meanwhile, the new Commissioner of Police to Rivers State, Mohammed Mustafa, says policemen have been deployed to local government headquarters in compliance with the President's directive. CP Mustafa said this in his maiden press briefing after taking over as the 46th Commissioner of Police in Rivers State.
My priority task is to swiftly restore calm in the respective local government areas where pockets of these issues or violence have been presently at present, how it happened. And of course, we have already in place measures. We have already in place measures through convoy patrol and confidence building patrol to assure the public of their safety. Since yesterday, we have been embarking on confidence building patrol into the nook and crannies of the state to restore normalcy. Issues emanating from political interest.
The new CP said it will adopt intelligence policing and collaborate with other sister agencies to secure Rivers State.
Strengthening intelligence gathering, that is community-based. Intelligence is the mainstay of effective policing. We will strengthen our intelligence units and work closely with local communities, traditional institutions, and other supportive sister security agencies to gather actionable intelligence. They will enable us to prevent crimes and emphasize on building stronger ties between the police and the various communities we are serving across the state. We will work to regain public trust by ensuring our officers are approachable, professional, and respectful in their interactions.
Correspondent Soibio Ruwari reports that CP Mustafa warned that he will not tolerate corruption and abuse of power or misconduct by officers in the command.
By ensuring our officers are approachable, professional, and respectful in their interactions. We are your police. We are serving you, and we are here to serve you. Zero tolerance for corruption and unprofessional conduct. I'm very allergic to corruption in In my leadership, I will not tolerate any form of corruption. I repeat, I'm very allergic to it. I will not tolerate any form of corruption, misconduct, or abuse of power by police officers in Rivers State Command. Those found engaging in unprofessional conduct will face the full wrath of the law. We will pitch them out and we will deal with them appropriately.
CP Mustafa vowed to tackle cultism and violence and illegal oil bunkering activities.
Rivers State is a key player in Nigerian oil industry, but illegal activities and pipeline bundles continue to undermine our economy and damage the environment. The command will collaborate with the Nigerian Navy, Army, Department of State Security, DSS, Nigerian Security and Civil Defense Corps to dismantle the networks responsible for these crimes and bring the perpetrators to justice. We will improve our response time to district courts and ensure increased policing visibility, especially in crime-prone areas.
The Commissioner of Police also promised to improve the command response time to criminal activities in the state. In other news, High Court sitting in Port Harcourt has failed to give a definite hearing in the trial of 12 suspects connected to the murder of a female police inspector, Christian Erekere, due to the absence of lawyers to the defendants. The suspects are standing trial on 13 counts of conspiracy to murder, among other capital charges. When the matter came up for hearing today, presiding judge Justice Augusta Chukwu adjourned the case to the 15th of November 2024 to enable one of the defendants to secure a lawyer. The lawyer representing the state, Celestine Dixon, spoke to journalists outside the courtroom.
Criminal trial of this nature that has to do with murder, capital offense, will be tried without defendant not being represented by a lawyer. 8 defendants was not having a lawyer, was not represented by counsel. So the court ordered that he has to get a counsel. Since he said he will get a counsel on or before the next adjourned date, 12 defendants who were allegedly involved in the case of murder involving the woman inspector Christina Erekere at Tamba Police Station.
Correspondent Sibyl Uruwari reports that the defendants who are standing trial on 13-count charges include Joy Uwereka, Shirley Wealth, Napoleon Uwereka, Ejoro Ejogbamu, Moses Agege, and Precious Iyota. Others are Kikelomo Odusanyo, Wealth Ojo, Efo Gene Uwereka, Igofose Oke, Blessing Ovie, and Emeka Joshua. They are accused of killing late Inspector Christiana Erekere on the 25th of April 2024, who was on a stop-and-search duty at a police checkpoint in Taaba community in Kana local government. Still to come, Port Harcourt residents raised concerns over impacts of construction of flyover in Rumosi. Do stay tuned as we go for a quick commercial.
Congratulations, you're a sinner.
Welcome back now to the rest of the newscast. The chairman of Abua Odwa local government area, Vincent Ruben Obu, has dissolved all standing committees and political appointees from the previous administration. Speaking from his office, Mr. Ruben Obu also announced the appointment of Dr. Otoye Asha as the new executive secretary of the council. He further assured that the Abua Odwa rural electrification project will be one of the key projects to be commissioned within his first 100 days in office.
And I hereby dissolve all standing committees and political appointees established, constituted, and inaugurated by the past administration. And also directing political appointees and the committees to hand over all government properties, their custodies, to the head of personnel management of the Abua Odwa Local Government Council.
Mr. Ruben Obu also condemned yesterday's destruction of some local government secretariats by hoodlums. He called on residents to emulate the peaceful leadership of the governor and urged everyone to maintain peace across the state.
Judging from what is taking place in Rivers State, if God is not on our side, it has been difficult for us to get to this level. It's as a result of the peaceful disposition, the peaceful theories, and the good governance being exhibited by the executive governor of Rivers State. The governor, from the inception of office, have decided to toe the line of peace, irrespective of all the challenges.
Our correspondent reports that Mr. Ruben Obu also inspected the Abua shopping mall, offices of security agencies in the area, and promised to rehabilitate and equip them as soon as possible. Once again, the executive chairman of Ikwerre local government area, Israel Abossi, has called on the Nigeria Police Force and other law enforcement agencies to swiftly investigate, arrest, and prosecute the hoodlums that attacked the local government council secretariat on Monday. Addressing journalists at Ishopo, Mr. Agbasi recounted the extent of the damage caused at the council secretariat.
The damage caused to the council secretariat is quite enormous, and for now I cannot quantify the magnitude of the damage. It's quite unbearable. It's shocking because this is quite unprecedented in the history of Ikwerre local government and entire Rivers State. I am calling upon the Inspector General of Police to conduct a very diligent investigation that will bring the culprits and the perpetrators of this act to book. We cannot leave this. We must bring the culprits to book. The very essence of the detractors that did this is to detract us from carrying out our lawful duties. But as a government that has been properly and legitimately constituted, that cannot detract us. We cannot be distracted. Our focus remains our focus. And the basic focus is to give the good people of the government good governance. And that is our target. What they have done, just a mere waste of time. But we are calling seriously on the Inspector General and other law enforcement agencies to switch into action on the investigation of those that perpetrated this act and make sure that they are not left unpunished.
The council boss said he will work in line with the visions of Governor Siminalayi Fubara in the overall development of the area, adding that the damage will not stop his administration from delivering the dividends of democracy to the people of Ikwerre.
The very essence of the detractors that did this is to detract us from carrying out our lawful duties. But as a government that has been properly and legitimately constituted, that cannot detract us. We cannot be distracted. Our focus remains our focus. And the basic focus is to give the good people of Ikwerre government good governance. And that is our target. What they have done, just a mere waste of time. But we are calling seriously on the Inspector General and other law enforcement agencies to switch into action on the investigation of those that perpetrated this act and make sure that they are not left unpunished.
I recall that hoodlums detonated explosives at the council, leaving parts of the secretariat burnt. Sporadic gunshots were also heard during the attack. Now, some residents in Port Harcourt have raised concerns about the slow progress of construction on one of the flyovers for the Port Harcourt Ring Road located at Romosi Junction. Speaking with our correspondent, they said the delay has caused extreme traffic congestion, accidents, and a rise in transport fares. severely affecting their daily lives and businesses. Others noted the absence of alternative routes and called on the government to speed up construction to reduce the ongoing hardship for the public. We'll take a look at the international scene first, another commercial break. Intelligence M15 Ken McCollum says Russia's intelligence agency has been on a mission to generate sustained mayhem on British and European streets. Now a quick recap on the news this evening. You heard Governor Fubara set up Judicial Commission of Inquiry to investigate the destruction of council secretariats. Mohamed Mustafa has assumed duty as new Commissioner of Police in Rivers State and confirmed the deployment of policemen to council headquarters. The trial of 12 suspects accused of killing female police inspector has been stalled. Some Port Harcourt residents have raised concerns over the impact of the construction of flyover in Rimouski. On the foreign scene, head of UK M15 has accused Russia's intelligence agency of generating sustained mayhem in British and the EU. The news was edited by Oyekachi Wonsu. To reach the news team, send an SMS or WhatsApp to 08087217215. I am Kala Dakorubatwo.